Hello my friends, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000 Inquisitor Martyr. My name is Wilfred. So of all the Void Crusade endgame bosses that I play, I always enjoy the Azure Void Crusade. You will see in a bit later, the boss is a Chaos Knight. It's super huge robot, really big, and being able to take him down at 10 level above character is always a good test on whether your build is strong enough or not to survive as well, because he does range attack when you're too far away and melee attack when you are near, and also does a whole lot of AoE as well. So that is, I always enjoy Azure, a little bit nervous as well, because you never know the outcome when you first build our character, play for 100 level. I just freshly hit level 100, so it's always a bit like, is my character strong enough to do that or not? And it's a good test. There are some past videos as well. I've done it on the Chaos Knight, and I think suffice to say, Psyker is probably one of the strongest I have. So I'm very excited about the what I can do, what further I can do with the Psyker. The only thing is that for this season, it's a little bit hard on the Psyker because of the AoE, extra AoE damage this season has on the character. So I'm always a little bit kind of like worried about his survivability. In fact, I have to use two perks. One is that upon suffering a fatal or lethal blow, then he can come back to life again, and that is once per mission. And also the second one is that I cannot lose more than 30% health for each single attack. So there's a couple of things that I have to watch out for. But I do find that he's compared to my sister, which is a battle sister, the suppression bar tend to kind of drop a little bit here and there. So it's really exciting. And for those of you who are wondering why am I moving so much when I play the Psyker, there's a very good reason to it. So unlike other games like Diablo 4 or very a lot of games out there whereby you have to use a basic power to generate enough resource so they can do some real big damage to the enemy, you don't have to do that. In fact, you can see that the resource, the so-called the penalty resource, the warp hit, is the ability number 4. There's a little dial there. So there are a couple of ways you can play it. I play the unhinged Psyker, whereby I don't really care about using a basic power to bring down the penalty or the warp hit. I just push everything to the max. And there are actually, interestingly, there are perks as well as gear that support this kind of decisioning when it comes to playing your character. So my Psyker can be as powerful as he can be. However, there's also a lot of anomaly that spawn around it. Sometimes it's very hard to spot as well. Some of the anomaly, you see the triangle, they'll slow you down as well as damage you, that you see over there. Sometimes there are some kind of like explosion, like a in three-way from the green color. Sometimes they're from the purple color, and sometimes you can see there's a beam from the top, and it's very hard to spot because the ground is being marked as black in color. There's a black mark on the floor, but it's very hard to see any black mark on the floor, for example. So I mean, it is very exciting, but also very challenging as well. It means that I cannot stay still. If I stand still, I'm very, very, very sure that I will be hit by any of these anomaly. Either will stun me, slow me, deal big damage to me, and maybe all three of the above. So I'm happy. It turns out that the entire Void Crusade done up quite nicely as well. I'm not sure whether you guys play this Void Crusade or not, but usually the end cannon, the cannon at the end of the Void Crusade is very, very harmful. You have to bring it down really quickly, or you won't be able to get a few hit from them. So one shot is already strip off all your suppression, and another shot will just kind of destroy the character. But seems that Psyker is doing pretty well, probably because of the higher DPS that I have, and also the whole movement mobility that make the Psyker a little bit hard to target, a little bit hard to be hit as well. So yeah, so I mean, from the season 7 for PC progress perspective, I managed to hit level 100, which is a pretty big thing in this game. Very much like Diablo 4, although the journey towards 100 is a lot more fun because you can do many other things to get there. I managed to also finish up the season objective to complete a level 100 mission with only master crafted items. So it's all blue items. You know, blue item is probably like 1, 2, 3 or 4 tiers below my current tier. So it's just one of those fun things you have to do in the season objective. So I've been farming all those lower tier items that you can see on my last live stream to look for those 3 affixes instead of 2. For the potential for crafting as well. So yeah, I'm happy. And loot wise, I don't think I've got any upgrade from this run, but I'm happy that I've got to complete the Void Crusade for Azure. I've still got a couple more Void Crusade to complete. I may share with you during the live stream as well. I'm not quite sure, but definitely I would like to see how far I can get for my Psyker. So stay tuned. I hope you are enjoying your season 7 as well. Interestingly, I've got a global ranking of 34 last week for the contribution. I think I'm just a little bit late for the game, and now I'm getting so enthusiastic and playing a lot to get a lot of glory points for the weekly kind of leaderboard. But anyway, talk to you again soon. Take care of yourself. Bye.